Namaste, hello, and welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this reading. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber or viewer. Today we're doing a reading on windows and doors in the Akashic. So I have here on the table the Star Keeper card. As I've mentioned in previous videos, when doing readings, this card, this energy of the Star Keeper reminds me of the record keeper in the Akashic records. So my spirit guides told me to go ahead and bring the card out to watch over and sort of facilitate the reading, maybe channeling the Star Keeper here or the record keeper in the Akashic. Your timestamps when you're ready will be found down below in the description. The disclaimer's there as well. The tip jar, if you'd like to leave me a virtual tip today. I am switching over to Cash App for the most part though, so check out that link preferably if you want to do that. You can also give back with a thumbs up or a comment if you enjoy the reading, and I sincerely hope that you do. So, that being said, everyone ready? Here are your options. Option 1, you're represented by this kitty here. Cats, you know how they can be found on doorsteps and in windows. So the cat deck really wanted to come out with this reading also. And option 2, you are here, represented by this blue-eyed kitty. And option 3 at the end, the more indigo or dark blue-eyed kitty cat. All the pinks. Okay. So eyes closed, curled up kitty for option 1, option 2 here in the center, and option 3 at the end. Pause the video now if you need some more time selecting your reading, and I will see you there when you are ready. I'm going to move into option 1 now with everyone selecting option 1. Here we go. Okay. Option 1. Each pile is getting 2 doors and 2 windows. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to flip the cards over. And we're going to look at one at a time, I think. Be the easiest way to go. Yeah, we're going to, let's see. Your first door is the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen, with the Hierophant, intuition, and the Six of Pentacles, compensation. I'm also going to get a stone and a plant, either a flower or another plant for each, because you know, stones and flowers can be found as well. So, oops, let's try that again. This is one door. Oh, an itty bitty one. Itty bitty one. Okay. And the flower is a great big one. Okay. Compared to the other ones. This cluster of lovely light pink flowers. Maybe some white in there too. Alright. So, peony is definitely showing up. These, also like, just pink flowers in general, pink and white flowers really showing up, really highlighted. So that's like medicine or energy that you can work with in relation to this opportunity here, this door. The Hierophant could be representing somebody with personal placements in the sign of Taurus for some of y'all. The Six of Pentacles, compensation, could be about getting a paycheck or getting paid in some way. So this may represent an opportunity to be yourself, right? Be yourself, be your courageous self. And there's something maybe unique that you do, or something that may seem small that really packs a punch, or is actually like a big deal, big thing also. So I feel like there's maybe an opportunity here to monetize it in some way, or receive some sort of compensation for this, and that's what's being talked about. But you need to use your intuition, and the Hierophant can be representing any sort of institution. So maybe it's like a volunteer thing. It could be connected to a library as well. So like any institution, it could be a school, a library, a courtroom. The compensation though feels good because it's talking about bringing something into balance and you getting compensated. I think most of you, it's you getting compensated. It could be compensating somebody else as well. But there's definitely this opportunity for you to have the courage to stand in your authenticity and let yourself be seen, who you truly are. Okay, and then again, there's something here with the like big and small. So it's like maybe making something that's blown out of proportion, or that you're super worried about, or that seems like a big deal, become, just a small deal or small factor. Or vice versa, making something that seems small or insignificant really flourish or become a big deal. Okay, let's move into the next one. For you guys. We're gonna do a window next. Alright, a window. We're gonna put these spirit guides. So next up, you have the blue, nope, we put that down as a door. You have the messenger in reverse, series energy, bringing harmony and balance as a window. With concurrence, the two of swords, and the five of swords, destruction. And let's get your kitty cat in the window too. I didn't do that with your door. For some reason, there was no kitty at that door. That's okay. You have gratitude. Okay, it says, meet Grace. She receives the gifts of the universe with open paws. When she shifts her mind to see what wonders are flowing in, the world glimmers with beauty. It is easy to focus on all those unmet desires, gone astray plans, and everything beyond the horizon of now. Let Grace remind you to notice all the blessings we are receiving. What feels good? Let it in. What is making your heart sing even a quiet momentary song? Who do you love that is with you now in spirit or right by your side? Let each thank you open your heart a little more. This is a really powerful feeling window, guys. This is awesome because what you have here, I think, for one thing, you have the message to open the window and let gratitude flow, let gratitude in. See how receptive the kitty cat looks. Welcome that energy in. But also, allow your gratitude to radiate out as well here. You have the opportunity to unblock communication or to prepare, realign, allow communication to flow. And when I say communication, I'm not just talking about humans talking back and forth or even nonverbal communication between humans. I'm also talking about communication with God's source creator, with your spirit guides, with your higher self, different aspects within and of spirit. Okay, and so you're receiving messages and your prayers, you're delivering your prayers. The guys are showing me handing a letter or putting a letter on the doormat, right, of spirit, hand delivering it. So it's directly giving to spirit and feeling very close in that connection. The swords energy is very much about the mind and very much about talking sometimes as well. The two of swords, the five of swords, gratitude, messenger reverse. It really feels like this window, okay, because you can shut the window, you can open the window. And it feels like this window is about being able to sometimes say, I'm going to do it the harder way because it's the better way or it's the more worthwhile way this time. So being able to choose a little bit of turbulence or a little bit of destruction or a little bit of maybe indecisiveness, that sort of challenging energy that sometimes comes along with growth and paving a new path or doing something the harder way. Okay, and that came up because here it says, that it's easy to focus on those things, the gone astray plans, the unmet desires, etc. I feel like this window is a window of opportunity, challenging you and allowing you to move into a different energy. Okay, to step, it's like you can close the window, you can open the window, so you can both have it so that you are thinking about those things, what's undesired, what's gone astray, the quote-unquote problem, right? You can evaluate it, you can think about it, you can be indecisive, but you also have the opportunity to move into focusing on gratitude, focusing on all the blessings in the present moment, all the blessings that you are receiving, you're in the process of receiving, what feels good, the song of your soul, what you love, near and far. Very powerful, blissful energy, very, it feels like it would travel quickly, like others would sort of hear the sound, the universe would hear this beautiful music, and these vibrations, feeling this way, and thinking, and this vibration, adjusting the dial, so to speak, right? Because a lot of times the mind can be, or the brain can be referred to as like a radio, where you turn it to a certain station or a certain frequency, and that's coming through very much with this particular window. You have the opportunity to turn it to both frequencies, okay, and to choose what's going to serve you. And the guides are very much pointing to love, but they're also showing both paths in the contrast. Like here we have pink, which is a symbol of the heart chakra, of love, of self-love, of affection, of care, very sweet energy, and all kinds of little flowers and things flourishing here. Window to see abundance and plenty, of love and care in the universe and around you, and coming towards you too, can be created. Here with the stone, though, we've got like a rocky road. We've got waves and turbulence and challenges being shown. Okay, and here we have something that looks like a slide. So again, it's like taking the easy way or finding the easy way and having some experience with the challenging, and overcoming and victories with the challenging. I love this for you. I'm going to go ahead and move into the next one. We're going to look at a door. Look at another door. Okay. So the door, you have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. And here you have the Tower card, attention, and the King of Wands, restriction, reversed, clarifying it, expanding. Okay. And for your kitty card, you have patience. Meet Snugpuff. She transmutes our restless urgency and "are we there yet?" complaints into an appreciation of what is right now. Let go of everything that will come after this moment and have faith that you are exactly where you need to be. Draw a circle around the present moment and relax into it with Snugpuff curled up on your lap. Sometimes we believe we need to be at our destination right now, but there is so much to be learned and discovered right here where we are. Let's be patient with ourselves, our loved ones, and the world around us. There is time. Okay. So here we have similar energies to what I just read on with the window. So I'm really drawn to the fact that one's a window, one's a door. And the guys are talking about, let's discuss potential differences. Ultimately, there aren't so many. There really aren't. Windows come in all different shapes and sizes. You can have windows that are full body size. I guess generally speaking, windows are smaller than doors. But you can also have doors that are small, right? Trap doors in a home, for example. So what's the difference to you? right? And we can look at symbology, like for help with this too. But I feel like the guides are saying you're powerful enough to use either for the other's purpose. Okay, so like if you needed to jump out a window, you could jump out a window, metaphorically speaking. If you needed to open the door to let in fresh air like you would a window, or peek out the door like you might a window, you could do that too. This feels like you have an opportunity for sure to liberate yourself in some way, and maybe others. I've got 2 stones trying to come through, but I'm only taking 1. Okay, and here's your flower. So the potential to liberate yourself from something, or others, help others be liberated. Yeah, this is definitely a door that you can walk right through, run right in. Here with integration time, at least sometimes. It's like, do you want to though, with patience? It's kind of like, sometimes you move quickly through this door, very, very quickly. Sometimes patience pays off, move less quickly through the doorway here that's being mentioned. The King of Wands, it can be representing a person with personal placements in 1 or more of the fire signs. The Tower card could be representing a person with 1 or more placements in Capricorn or Scorpio. Restriction reverse, it just really feels like a liberation thing, but with the Tower there's also this shake-up energy, so it's rather fascinating. Let's see, it is patience, I gotta remember that. Okay, so it feels like there's an opportunity for you to, let me talk about this first and we'll come back into it. The blue flower came, and you have the blue flame. So the color blue is very much connected to this door, this opportunity, if you want to call it an opportunity and look at it and focus on it that way, or opportunities even, connected to this door. But the blue is really, really highlighted and showing up strongly. So there could be not just a spiritual component connected to this, but it could also be something like celestial. This could talk about Blu-ray, twin flames, the ET spirit guide energy with blue as well, different planets and things like that. So food for thought, something to keep in mind as we continue moving forward. I'm really drawn to the fact that on this card there's an actual doorway too, and the blue. So I need to kind of reinforce this message and talk about this. This could be like something that pulls the rug out from under your current feet, your current footing, your current beliefs about reality and what is and isn't, true and possible. And it could seem very new age or like absurd to you at the moment that you're hearing this. Radical is the word that they're using. There's something that could radically shake things up. But like, you gotta realize, when you're 5 years old, there's a lot of things about life when you're, 30 that you couldn't fathom, that you would not believe. And maybe 5's not the best age. Maybe I should have said like 8 or something, but you wouldn't believe. Life is full of those mysteries and those experiences where our old paradigm is rocked in such a way and is maybe demolished in a way, and there's a new one that we step into. So I do get all of this coming through as a possibility, and here let me show you some reinforcement of this. With these blue flowers, we also have the brown flowers, and we have a leaf hanging to them. This is very much to me talking about the season autumn and the blending of summer into autumn, like as autumn is approaching and becoming. Okay, so I really do feel that time period coming through with this door also. Has to do with the season, autumn, like, you know, as autumn is approaching, maybe late summer also. Okay, a lot about spiritual awareness, new communication, information, the throat chakra, third eye chakra, also the earth star chakra, and again, what I mentioned about foundational beliefs, transforming, we'll call it transforming here, or metamorphosizing. I see it reinforced with the stone, also reinforced here, and you know, that's the theme I'm getting off from the stone as well so far. So initially, there's an opportunity here to smooth things out, to feel, you know, the solid ground beneath you, the footing, and recreate or create that solid foundation that one can build upon or walk upon, create upon, do much upon, and also that supports you, you know, has you anchored. This is very beautiful energy, very powerful and very beautiful. I like it very much. There's a certain level of enchantment here and discovery for sure. I feel like many things can pass through this doorway, into and out of this doorway. There's a bit of a journey or a path, like further you go through the doorway and you just keep going, or you can, there's turns that you can make. Okay, the blue flame is showing up like in the distance for some of you, where you just keep walking straight, but there's also, like I said, detours you can take, or you know, other things you can explore once you go through this doorway, by turning in different directions and just doing so, exploring. There are certain crystals that would love to work with you too. If you got situations going on with zodiac signs, like I mentioned, different people, or, you know, on theme of what we're talking about right now, especially blue ones, light blue ones, gray, whites, cream colored stones, even some brown ones, if you're drawn to them. Use your intuition, selecting, deciding, and maybe some assistance from a professional as well, or books about crystals and stones. I like to do that. But autumn is definitely showing up as very sacred time, very special time, very highlighted time, with this door. Okay, guys, so yeah, if you want to leave a comment, let me know some sort of connection to autumn and this doorway. I would gratefully receive that and love to hear about it. Okay, I will say in closing that there is this message about breathing in some cool air or connecting with water to assist you with patience and harmonizing your energy, because the King of Wands is reverse. It's like there's an opportunity to pace yourself or slow yourself down or conserve your energy in such a way and improve flow, improve communication, tap into this cooler energy, which would be more empowering, and will be more empowering at times along the way. It could help navigate you, like it's helping you navigate. We have the fires here and we have the water contrasting it, and the hot colors and the cool colors. It's like this energy of serenity or calm or peace is your navigation system, is your path that you follow, sometimes blindly perhaps, but it protects you from destroying yourself or your projects, or like your anger, your outbursts, or your excitement, even just being too much and causing harm or fear to a relationship, another person, or a project or situation, or even anything, because everything is energy, something you're trying to attract or magnetize. Wow. Okay, guys. Let's look at this window. This window already feels very interesting because we have this tower card here, which is like the tower burning to the ground. And then we were talking earlier about jumping out windows, right? So let's see what we've got. We've got the void. guys. You get the void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So this feels like a window that a lot of you might, like, this is yours. This has to do with your sanctuary. This is your peace. This is, let's see what we have clarifying. The affluence card, the 10 of Pentacles, and penetration, the Knight of Swords. Yes, okay. And then you have also mystery. Meet Esmeralda. She is the sweet unknown and the allure of endless mystery. There are things that are impossible for our human minds to fully comprehend. The future is often obscured from our view, yet we still must make decisions without knowing the ultimate outcome. The mystery can feel dazzling. The mystery can feel dazzling and full of possibilities, or it can feel ominous and freeze us in our tracks. Esmeralda beckons us to make peace with the mystery. Let the great unknown sit beside you as you wash the dishes and fall in love and write your story and live your strange and winding life. This kind of feels like a one-way window, so to speak, or like you can lock it from the inside. There's a very protective cocoon-like factor with this. It's like you can create some sort of gestation room or, protective, comforting, womb-like room, and it has this window. Okay, and yes, you can open the window. You have these freedoms, these liberties, absolutely. A lot here about the power of the mind also with the Knight of Swords. It's like one of the things you might do in this room or with the assistance of this window is sharpen your mind or sharpen your mental skills, sharpen, yes, the mental body. Okay, the Knight of Swords. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. It also feels like a place where it's safe for you to explore and process the quote-unquote darker or the more unpleasant feelings, as well as the good vibes, or I won't say good, the more enjoyable or the more, dazzling sort of vibrations and feelings and thoughts that occur in your life. There's a lot here with like the crown chakra, the mystery. The color black comes up strongly, as does purple. Okay. So with that, it's like there's not necessarily any sort of limit here to what you can see through this window, like connect with through this window. This is the higher consciousness. This is the spirit world. This is the infinite. The 10 of Pentacles, it's abundance, it's plenty. It is very much talking about focusing on, the good and the dazzling and the fruitful and the plentiful and the desired here. It feels like a place where you can telepathically communicate with others if you so choose. A place where you can have a dream world, a dream life, and dream experiences with those that you have known in the flesh in this lifetime, but also with those that you're energetically connected to, cosmically connected to through time, space, different dimensions. The astral realm is here. Again, there's this, full bouquet type energy, the 10 of Pentacles. It's the everything, in a sense. But it's like with the Knight of Swords, enough to be selective and to leave alone what's not meant for you or what doesn't belong to you, that you're, as far as your knowledge and wisdom provides you to do. Like, if you know something isn't good for you, or that you don't like something through experience, you're not going to be focusing on that with this window. It's like you just you don't even know that that's in the vicinity or a possibility. You don't tap into that. You're tuning into what you do love, what you do enjoy, who you love, who you enjoy. And it feels like also you're exploring. So there's things that you explore and discover, oh, I don't like that so much. Oh, I prefer this. You see what I'm saying? But there's no revisiting of things that you know that you don't care for here. With the mystery card. Now, the Knight of Swords can sometimes symbolize a person with personal placements in Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So for some of you, there's also some sort of window here that's being spoke of connected to long-term, for a lot of you, long-term financial well-being, prosperity, abundance, success, affluence, if that's your lifestyle preference. Could also be a communication of these things, or communication in a skillful way that allows you to align with this. There's something very elegant about this window, very simplistic, very elegant. The colors of black and white show up. It feels like it can be very magnetic. Yeah, the oceans of possibility. This is, in a way, this is a meditation room, and you can go anywhere in the energy of love. You need to bring some warmth, okay, or find the warmth in this area. It's a part of the process, igniting things, but there's also, again, like this simplicity, the black, the white, this clarity, the Knight of Swords, the black, the white, these beautiful contrasts. So your window looks really cool, and it feels like it's inviting to you in the right energies. You've set it up in a way, or you're in the process of setting it up in the way, so that it is inviting to the right energies and to you, and it's repelling of the unwanted, and what it's supposed to be repelling here. It's showing great strength that the other energies aren't going to mess with or be attracted to. The number 3 is really highlighted here too. 1, 2, 3. You see those 3 dots, or the 3 holes in the stone. It's very interesting. You could definitely get lost here. There's so much to explore, even with the stone. Like hours and hours, I could just be gazing at the stone and tapping into energies and discovering things and telling you stories and showing you what I'm seeing. So, any closing messages about this window and to tie up the to finalize the reading? I'm really drawn to the flower being shaped like a funnel, and you see how it's going from white into yellow. The yellow can symbolize happiness and joy, the Manipura chakra, the solar plexus. So it's like sliding into joy through this window. This window, maybe slide into joy. Or if you're jumping out, you're jumping into joy. It does feel like doing it from a place of connecting with the authentic self, the higher crown chakra, the white, or purity. You're accepting like clean slate or peace, right? The stop, the embrace of winter, great cosmic womb energy. And that's like that's kind of the window itself, the passageway itself. Okay. And so also you think of windows, how you open them and just let air in. Or let us smell out. Okay, so looking at it that way, it's like the window supports. I just lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens. Come on, come back to me. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Mystery. Yeah, the guides want to leave it a mystery. It's something you're individually going to discover. What I was going to say, for whatever reason, it's like it's best that you get individual messages. It may not have applied for everybody or something like that. here. And the Knight of Swords is definitely also saying like it'll be richer, it'll be clearer if you do it that way. Okay, gorgeous read, guys. I'm going to move into the next pile. Many blessings. Bye-bye. Okay, so next up we have pile 2 joining us. Pile 2. And let me just get a little bit of clarity here. That would be pile 3. This would be pile 2. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Pile 2. We're going to start with a door. So let's see what we have for the door. Your first card is your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. And you have the Ten of Swords, destitution, with Hermit, exaltation, reversed. So sometimes the Hermit card does talk about a person, maybe a person with personal placements in the sign of Virgo. So for zodiac signs, it would be Virgo. Personality-wise, it may be somebody who's very introverted or somebody who has a strong Hermit archetypal energy about them that they connect with. So, you know, it's very important for them to have hours of alone time or to go into Hermit mode on a regular basis. Really connect with that archetypal energy. It's a big part of who they are. It is showing up reversed, though. I find that interesting. Let's see what your cat card is. Vision. Meet Stargazer. Some say her head is in the clouds, but the view is better from up there. She can see the big picture beyond our normal sight. She can see beyond small increments of time to the vastness of years, decades, and even eternity. Take a step back and see your life through Stargazer's eyes. What visions do you have for your life? They might appear fuzzy or absent if you are afraid of the actions they are calling you to take. Acknowledge those fears, then ask them to step aside like parting clouds until you are able to truly see. Let your visions be a beacon calling you forth. Okay, guys, I know I said this was a door, but this is showing up more like a window to me, or the way that we understand windows, because the guys are saying this is very much up in the air. Think high in the air. The Ten of Swords is air energy. Swords is air energy, and the 10 is, you know, the full moon. It is the whole pie. Right? It's as large as it gets with the swords energy or the air energy. So it's like you're up in the clouds, you're up in the sky, you're up in this huge tower, whatever. In the Akashic records, this is very, as we would think of it, high up. Okay, so there's fog, there's clouds and things at times with this. You definitely move in and out of it. Okay, the door. I hope it was the intro and not pile 1. Go back to what we were talking about the extreme similarities between doors and windows, and it's almost like, how do we even tell them apart, really? So it did come through as a window. Let's get your stone, and your flower. Okay, that shouldn't even be there. Oh, all right. So a part of this fog, this cloud energy they were talking about, is that it's blocking you and creating boundaries and distance between you and where you should not go, you know, what you don't need to know, where you should not be focusing your energy on in any given moment in time. Okay, so this is gorgeous. You have the fern showing up as the plant, the doorstep, and you have this beautiful stone here. It's part like black or dark, like it's burnt. There's a shadow side, just like the dark side of the moon. And then there's this warm side, the warm colors. It's like a orangey color with a yellow color, right? So definitely getting some fire energy here. Talking people. This could be somebody with personal placements in Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. This in a lot of ways does feel like an artist's door. Okay, this is a doorway maybe to your inner artist archetypal energy, or it's a doorway to a room that other archetypal energies within you, or you could look at it as you, a being, interact with the artist archetypal energy within yourself. And this goes far, this goes into creative visualization, imagination, very much. We have that vision card here, right? Yeah, artist manifestation and creative accountability, right? I feel like this is a place, like this doorway, a circle on the moon. There's a lot here about blur is the things, like pastels, like blur, the clouds, the hermit reverse. Yet it's like this is a place where you can connect with your inner heat, your inner flame, your inner desires, your inner passions, and witness illumination, experience illumination, and create illumination. This is a place, sometimes I think you bring yourself when you've taken on as much as you can possibly bear or take on, when you're, with the Ten of Swords and the Hermit, it's like when you feel very blocked from source energy or your higher self, or when you feel very emotionally or mentally, rather, but I feel like it could be both. It's like fog, it's water and air. So mentally, emotionally overwhelmed, confused, when you're overthinking things, when you're having harsh words or harsh thoughts and feelings, and it's like you go through this doorway and there's this healing medicine. It is connected to ferns too, so look deeper into ferns to explore more in relation to this doorway we're talking about here, and everything we're talking about with it, and yourself. Yeah, they're talking also about doing burning rituals here, doing some burning rituals there in your time too. Maybe writing out your thoughts, purge journaling, and writing out worst case scenarios, your fears, doing, these types of things, and then like burning them is a way of destroying them and freeing yourself from them and having closure and putting them in the past and behind you. It's also a place where you can burn in a different way, where you can write messages maybe to departed loved ones, people on the other side of the planet that you're connected with that you might miss or have messages for. Here's a bee showing up. Look up bee as a spirit guide, bumblebee in particular, if you're inspired to do that, because it's connected to this door also. Feels like things that sting. You bring things that sting, or things that sting can come through this door. But it's with the fern here, it's like the energy of this door shifts it, right? It transforms that into something else, something juicier, something more welcoming. Okay, it's like it turns it into paint, and you're sitting there as the artist, life the canvas. Okay, so yes, you can write love notes, you can channel your future self, anything you can fathom, and anything you can dream up, anything you can imagine, anything you can think of, the Ten of Swords. And you can send them off to other dimensions, other worlds. You can burn them as like an offering to spirit guides or deities, gods and goddesses that you work with, your higher self, the divine in general. So this is, and it's high up in the air like a tower, symbolically to be representing great spiritual elevation, like elevation. I really am liking this actually for you. It's gorgeous. It's like a place where you go, and because the Hermit's reverse, it's like you go and you look at the swords, you sort through your stuff, and you transform it, transmute it, you burn it, release it, send it to the void, the darkness. You preserve it as you choose. It's like the clutter clearing room for your head, your mind, your thoughts, and various energies. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. Wow. Let's get you a window. Okay. So for the window, you've got We the Hathors, Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal. And Page of Pentacles, Reservation in reverse position, with Fortune rotation in reverse position. And your cat card is Focus. Meet Artemis. She is the master hunter. She can focus her attention like a laser beam. She has crystal clear vision and razor sharp hearing. She even has some extra antenna that can pick up on subtle clues. She observes everything, knows how to be invisible, and leaps out at the perfect moment. We often have a zillion ideas floating in our minds. We are multitasking machines. When Artemis shows up, it is time to pick one thing to hone in and quell distractions. How will we ever catch that mouse if we don't focus on it, letting everything else fade into the background for the moment? Holy crap. Look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. Okay. So some of you may have heard the sirens in the background. I can't see from where I'm filming. It sounded like police sirens to me, but I can't tell for sure from where I'm filming. What I will say is the spirit guides brought me this message. The laws of the universe are being enforced. The laws of the universe get enforced. The laws of the universe are being enforced. So rest assured of that. And then this card, as I was reading on, gave me this message about you being able to enforce things in your life, so to speak. This window showed up as a window where, just for the sake of metaphor, but take it how you will, they're showing me using a weapon, holding a weapon out this window. So it's like you're able to defend yourself and your castle or your home or what you've built, from this place. They showed me a gun when I was reading the end part, and then they also showed me an arrow with Artemis's energy. The goddess Artemis, or is it a god? Artemis. I'm admitting my ignorance on this. My apologies. It's just slipped my mind. I'm pretty sure Artemis is considered female here. It's a female warrior, but maybe it was a male. I'm thinking of Athena. I can't believe it's doing that. It is. Greek mythology, guys. I didn't get an A+ today on my test. In a way, this feels like a place of tests, but in a way, it feels like a place where you get relief from the tests here too. Maybe it depends on whether you have the window open or shut, or if the window's clean or dirty or something like that. Also, this is showing up more as a passageway or a door than a window per se. So it almost feels like also there's like this level of mastery where the quote-unquote enemy or opposing forces might perceive this to be a window and behave accordingly, when you can use it as a door and catch them off guard, or vice versa. That makes sense, guys? So it's like you can jump out your window, but maybe you usually use your door, right, in your house. And so, like, this is a window, but you tend to jump out it and use it as a door in that way. So when I shuffled your cards and laid out the piles, I noticed with yours that you have 3 black and white and gray cats. And this is definitely a synchronicity beyond coincidence. There's a theme with that here. So keep that in mind, food for thought. Let's see. The Page of Pentacles can be representing a person with personal placements in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. They tried to give me 2 stones, all right, and I'm just taking 1, but there's something here about 2 stones. Could be referring to wedding rings, might be something else, might be 2 crystals to work with and related to this energy in this window. Take it however it resonates and shows up for you. Yeah, this even kind of looks like bullet, like a trail of bullet holes, possibly. But it's also like tapping into something or drilling into something. Or it could also be seen as porous energy so that you can absorb the nourishment, the mother's milk energy here. The birth is the portal. It's like when you walk through this window, guys, when you walk through this window or fall through this window or jump in this window, and keep in mind, like the astral realm in different places, different dimensions will mirror things to us. And what happens when we look in a mirror, right? Are we seeing things the way that other people, like it's reverse. Certain things are reverse, right? So anyway, as you move through this window, it's a birth of sorts. It's a whole new environment. And you are divinely cared for and protected. It feels like show up expecting, welcoming, asking for your needs to be met, because it's to be provided for you. Let's get your flower too. And it's like you need it to become who you're becoming. You need it to adapt to this changed environment. So this very much feels like a window where you'd want to be in touch with the Star Keeper. You want to be in touch with the librarian in the Akashic records. The keeper. They just keep saying keeper. What is it? Information keeper. Records keeper. Yeah. Okay. So you have a brown plant here. I feel there's definitely a connection to autumn. Okay, November in particular, but anytime in autumn, and the energy is in this window. So keep that in mind. There could be some transformation or change or things you're doing connected to this window in the autumn, or you have previously as well. The fortune card rotation reverse can symbolize misfortune, bad luck, but it's also like lessons learned. And it feels like from this window, you're able to nourish and protect what's young. And this is like eternal youth as well, or be protected by a divine mother, divine father type energy. And it's apt to be holographic, so it's like they're doing this for you, you're doing this for your projects or whatever you're working with in this window energy, okay? The rotation reverse with the reservation, Page of Pentacles reverse energy showing up here feels like more of a pause or a stillness. Like, time is always ticking, right? The wheel is always moving. Wheel in the sky keeps on moving, turning, but turning, moving, however you want to word it. This, though, it's like stillness. It's like, what if we jammed the wheel? What if we took some time to make it stop? What if we stopped the clock? We stopped time? What if? Well, it's like this window grants that possibility, or gives you a glimpse into seeing another world, another dimension, like the possibility when we freeze time, when things are still. And it's, again, very much connected to these autumn energies and death and rebirth also. Be frank about it. Page of Pentacles reverse. Focus, Artemis. So yeah, working with Artemis, what you focus on, what you choose to focus on is what you'll see and what you'll experience looking through the window. Very interesting stuff here. Okay. If it does feel like there's some connection to meditation here, sleep as well, but meditation, because you still the mind, you still the body, that type of meditation as well, because there's active meditations. This is like, you know, coming into center, becoming more still. I feel like when you do that, things that were clouded or blocked from you, they were being reserved until you're ready to focus on them. And so when you can meditate into clarity, you can meditate into a state where you align with the Divine Mother, the Divine Father energy, revealing to you certain things that it had reserved until the time was right. Let's go into the next one. So you've got, let's look at another window. You've got a window to look at. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. So this is up to be your window into the soul's past lives, soul recognitions, soul memories, places you've been. The Star card revelation, it very naturally turned itself around, guys. Like, there was no conscious intention on my part to turn that around. It showed up reversed, but it turned itself around. So that tells me that this window, like, is showing, this is a place where you can go from not having to having. This has to do with manifestation. So it might have to do with your manifestation process, manifestation techniques, guided meditations, rituals, etc. See, and you also have here the Queen of Cups fascination. It's a bit of a water world for some of you. Past life energies connected to Atlantis, Lemuria, various wet places. Okay, and your Cat card. Reminding me of that song, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. You guys see it? There's a thing about being like on something slanted. It's like more of a being on the waves and the water energy than it is like flat land. Okay, there's a curve here, being on a slant, the cat. Road less traveled. Meet Silvio Silvermaw. You won't find him on the well-worn paths of habit and normalcy. However, if you brush away the spider webs and circle around the giant trees, you will find Silvio wandering down a path with no paw prints. This road less traveled is often obscured by errant wildflowers and ferns, but if you look for it with an open mind, you will see its peculiar winding way. Turn off the main road and try something new. A new hobby, a new belief, a new way of doing something, a new perspective on a familiar situation. If you usually go right, experiment with going left. So this window is showing you the difference too between what you have done in the past, what you're familiar with, and what's known, and what isn't, or what is yet to be. You have clover showing up as your flower, so definitely look more into clover to expand your messages and consider using it when you work with this window and the energies that we're speaking about in relation to it. Some of you would benefit from having clover tea, something to look into. Look at her skin being the same color as the clover also, his or hers or what have you. That's very fascinating to me. We've got this beautiful magenta color also connected to this window, the energies we're discussing. The shape of like a lemon, you see that with the stone? I feel like that's significant here too. They gave me the words catalyst and also seeds. So it's like, okay, with the catalysts, they're saying you can see catalysts being like things serving as catalysts, and things being facilitated as well. The things, serving as catalysts through the window. And maybe in the room, right, of the window. The seeds energy, they're talking about like things that the unconscious and the superconscious know that we don't consciously know. And most specifically, it's talking about both soul DNA and physical DNA. Like the seed holds the blueprint of the whole tree, what the tree is to become. So too does the soul and the body have a blueprint in the form of a seed. So there's this message about how, you get told there's this truth of everything you need is within you. This window holds that information and that truth. The Queen of Water here, Queen of Cups, can symbolize a person with, or people with personal placements in Cancer, Pisces, and or Scorpio. The star can be talking about Aquarius for zodiac signs. So there could be some connection to that with this window in your story too, in your life. Okay. You choose to explore and discover and rediscover the lost lands. Because this very much can be a window of rediscovery with lost lands, the soul, and past lives, interdimensional lives with the star, and so forth. Future lives, yes. But it also can be about what's yet to come and what is, we already talked about it. I don't need to go over that, okay. There's something here, see how these are? There's a pathway where water could flow through. It's like beautiful feng shui, excellent feng shui here. And it allows for the magic to happen. It allows the water to flow. It allows the dolphins to sing. It allows the illumination to occur, the star, the manifestations, wish fulfillment to happen. But also, the connection to the divine, which just like glimpsing into the infinity through this window, you can. For real, you can glimpse into infinity. It's really cool. It's like anything you want almost, but there's more. There's so much more. The road less traveled. Yeah, it's like it's not only that it's okay. So this window is like the road less traveled, but then there's also like the road only traveled by you, your unique soul path and your unique spiritual path. And the dolphins are definitely coming through as sacred spirit guides. So look deeper into them to expand your messages here. I feel like they work with you very much. in relation to this window. There's also full moon energy, bright star energy. It's like a window of emotional, spiritual, and holistic illumination, awareness. Yet it provides some cool energy here too. It provides some, like, curtains. It provides privacy, or the womb-like or gestation-like vessel also when need be. Just like a curtain. You can pull it, you can open it. So that's really cool, guys. I love that. I love that so much. Magenta. Okay. And as far as personality-wise goes, if we're talking about the Queen of Cups and the Star, this is an energy of people who are spiritual, people who have certain gifts, psychic abilities, or have had experiences like a psychic dream, or, astral travel, exploration, lucid dreaming. These are people who choose to work with feeling signatures and vibrations, soul awareness, to do conscious manifestation, and to just have illumination about their path, their purpose, what they're to do. Very creative energy, very emotionally rich energy. Okay. And that could be archetypal energy of your own too that's being discussed. Something about like the state in which you're in, brainwave state, as well as like emotional state, and where you're focusing and how you're focusing, what you see. It's like if you look a little deeper, if you refocus, you see details you didn't previously see. There's colors that could be overlooked, but don't have to be. So definitely a place of discovery. And it feels like this window is like a portal within portal. There's portals within portals connected to this window. There's multiple windows within this window, as you see. Here we have all these different openings. There's a certain vastness about this energy for sure. So let's go ahead and go into your last one, pile 2, which is a door. And you have here, in reverse position, the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. Not sure why this is reversed, if it should be flipped around or not, but let's go ahead and get the other cards on the table and make the decision from there. So you have the Moon card, gratification, and Universe, consecration, in reverse position, and purification. Meet Calico, the maven of purification. She shows up in our life when it is time to let go of everything that no longer serves us. Long ago, she used to be a sad little kitty and believed that was just who she was. When she realized that sadness was not her at all, but a heavy cloak she had been wearing for much too long, she let the cloak drop off of her shoulders and felt as light as air. Now she is simply pure being. What old beliefs, stagnant energy, or unhealthy habits can you toss to the wind in order to set yourself free? This is a door to freedom, from the entrapments of the emotions in the mind, from the entrapments of fear with the Moon card. And blockages of all sorts. Okay, purification. There's a bit of purple on this one as well, the grays, the blacks, but now we have the purple of the crown chakra, and connected to mystery and mysticism, all the things purple is connected with. So you could work with purple in relation to this doorway, absolutely. This is a doorway of transition, very much transition. They are telling me that This doorway, again, it's kind of holographic because there's multiple things here. I don't want to confuse you, but this doorway is the doorway that you use to go from life into death or the afterworld. But that's not all that it serves as. It's a door of transformation, transmutation. It's a door of, again, liberation and freedom from blockages, limitations. This is a doorway where I think some of you have experienced being or feeling locked, like the door was locked. You were on one side, stuck in the room or whatever for a period of time. But rest assured, there is a skeleton key, there is a key. The door does unlock if you feel like you're locked in the room now or at any point in the future, or locked out and you need to get in. This is also bringing me to the upper heart chakra with the golden children energy. And it's reversed, so it's like on one side of the door, there's a blockage to the upper heart chakra, or there's an underdeveloped, sort of speak. Okay, so we're going to say it that way. There's an underdeveloped relationship, so to speak, or underdeveloped upper heart chakra. It's a thing that transcends time, has always been and always will be. So to say it that way really isn't exact and correct. But it's showing up reverse, and it's like you haven't tapped into that energy. It's as if, okay, Texas is going to exist whether you're there or not, but it's as if you haven't gone to Texas in a while. If we're giving, just to assign it a place, it really doesn't vibe to Texas, but just to give it a place for the metaphor. And so this doorway, it's like on one side, you actually can turn it around. You can go into the upper heart chakra energy. You can connect with that. And it's a portal. And that's very powerful. And that's very beautiful. And that definitely raises the frequency. And can bring in assistance, miracles, magic. You can be a part of the magic. It's an energy of golden light and very high vibrational love. So there's a message with this doorway where it's like, leave your baggage, leave your burdens, leave your cares at the door. Your inner child on one side, through the doorway, your inner child is free. It's free to play. It's free to be itself. It's free to explore. There's this tenderness. There's this innocence. And there are definitely gifts that are uniquely yours or that are rare gifts that you can tap into. And on the other side of the door, it's like, the inner child is maybe taking a nap, or, you've left it in the room and you've got your adult thinking cap on, whatever. It could be a little more, swords type energy instead of tenderness, where you got on your armor and your swords and you're going to battle and you're doing your human thing that sometimes occurs that way. But there are a lot of human things that, involve letting the inner child out to play, and the tenderness too. And when I say human things, this time I'm just meaning like not in your bed, doing astral travel, but actually like out in life. All right. The moon card can be representing somebody with personal placements in the sign of Cancer. It could also be representing sisters, mothers, any woman in your life. And this door could have to do with like female to female telepathy, connections, intuitive knowing. It's divine feminine energy. So even if you're male, it's like your divine feminine energy. The moon. Let's get you stone too. The moon's very much about emotions, and there's a message about music and how it influences emotions and the energy in motion, aka emotions, as it flows or is stagnant or is in a state of rest. It's like dancing its way into creation, like clay being molded into something. Consecration is reverse, universe. Yeah, it feels like there's a preparation related to this door. If you've ever seen doors that you open them up and it's like a boot room or a coat room, the entrance way, and then that you do your thing there, you drop your coat or take off your boots or whatever, and then you walk a little further and there's another door, and that goes into the main house. It's showing up a bit like that too. Okay, lots of love here though. Look at all these little pink flowers. Very much about the heart chakra and the portals connected to the heart chakras. The pink would be the lower heart chakras, or just the heart chakra, and then the golden energies, the upper heart chakra. Oh, this doorway is like showing up as this blazing energy coming from the heart. It creates the door. It creates the opportunities. Too. The opportunities being created through the heart. That's what this door is also symbolizing. Through love, through sweet interactions, through gentleness, through self-love, through appreciation of beauty and life, the abundance. But again, there's this energy about privacy and a need for privacy, or a need for like transition time, that comes up very strongly too with the consecration and everything else we were talking about. And I was looking at moonstone. Shows up as a powerful crystal to work with in relation to this doorway. I've also got various gray, white, some yellow, some green too, lighter green, cream colored. Some crystals maybe have brown specks or flakes in them. Brown crystals could help too. These are all wonderful options for working with this doorway's energy. Yeah, it's like one side of the door, one side of the coin here, the energy is very smooth, very straightforward, very simplistic. And then, I mean, it's not like as much as could possibly be, but there's this sort of like cleared the clutter out of the way, done the purification when we're looking at this side of it. It's smoother. And then the other side is just, there's so much variety, there's so much detail. There's ups, there's downs, there's challenges, there's smooth surfaces as well, flat surfaces, there's images, there's pictures. It's just, there's a lot more to it, multifaceted, complexity. We've got a bumblebee showing up. So a bumblebee shows up as a spirit guide to work with you with these energies. I'm hearing for some of you, because it's very much connected to the inner child and this golden energy, the golden heart energy of the upper heart chakra. So I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading here and buzz off. Many blessings to you. Bye for now. Okay. Next up, we have pile 3. Welcome to the table, pile 3. Glad to have you here. Let's see what you got coming through. We're going to start with a door. You've got jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, and say yes to change. Whoa, okay. This might be a door connecting you with the Andromedan galaxy, our neighboring galaxy here in the Milky Way. And we have with that the Four of Swords, recuperation, and the Five of Cups, dissipation in reverse position, and a kitty. flow. Meet Zephyr. She is flexible, flowing, and gentle like a light wind. She intuitively responds to the rhythms of the world around her. When a door opens, she just walks through, easy as a breeze. When the door closes, she circles, eddies, and finds a window to slip silently through. She blooms with the spring and knows how to let go with the fall. She is change, and she welcomes change. Her strength comes not through resistance, but through perfect flow, like a river sculpting the rocks, finding and making the space to keep moving. Wow. Okay. Really beautiful energy. Very cool. Very cool. So, maybe some red flowers that you're drawn to. These look like poppies to me. Connected to this door, the energies we're talking about here. I'm working with the door. Use your intuition if you're drawn to certain red flowers. Could be different ones. Definitely menstrual flow is being brought up to, is somehow connected to this. There's a sacred energy with that. It's like certain senses might be more heightened at that time for you, and you move through this door during that time only, or during that time it's easier to move through the door, or things are intensified on the other side of the door, something like that. Okay. Or clearer on the other side of the door. This, we're gonna get your stone here too, and your flower. This is interesting, to say the least. Okay. Yeah. It's like you bring something from one side of the door to the other side of the door. Even here, you see that there's two swords here, there's two swords here. The yellow flower here is a tag along. I said one flower for each door or window, and this one insisted on tagging along. So it's like that message comes through. Okay, I'll look at it that way. That message comes through. The dissipation reverse too. It's like, instead of letting go, releasing something to receive more, it's like you're bringing something through the door. You know, this is interesting. I keep saying that, I know, I'm sorry. With the recuperation, the Four of Swords here, I feel like this is a place that you often enter through, they're actually saying, like, when you're sick, a lot of times when people are sick, they're fighting off a fever, a cold, some sort of virus, illness, they're sick. Or there's been some sort of accident that they need to recover from. There's an injury as well. A lot of times people have interesting dreams, interesting dream experiences. Sometimes they're awake too, and there's like a sort of veil, you know, and there's maybe some mild hallucinations, quote unquote, or there's some sort of shift. And it's like when you're in this period of rejuvenating, recuperating, you're connecting with these energies on the other side of the door. It's like you're on